Hey guys, Chain Gear here, bringing another video, and today we are back with Holla at Ya Holidays GearCast episode 9.
I should turn off this TV because we don't want Fallout ambience.
True. If you guys have been watching all the videos here on Chain Gear Gaming, it is Holla at Ya Holidays. Hopefully this video will drop before New Year's. So this is between Christmas and New Year's. Hopefully you guys will check this video out, and you guys will be able to, we have a whole bunch of content out there. We've got Fallout content.
Oh yeah.
We've got some Battlefront content.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully we'll have some other content out there. Of course, after the new year, we're gonna have a whole bunch of more content. 2016 is looking awesome, and that's what this GearCast is all about.
2016.
It's all about 2016.
Stuff we're excited for.
Stuff we're excited for.
Stuff that'll hopefully come out in 2016.
Maybe some predictions.
Yeah.
We can do a little bit of predictions. Why not?
Predictions.
Some 2016 predictions. We're going to talk about our top 5 games each, that we're excited for. But I've got a list of games that are coming out, anticipated games. I just kind of went through all 2016, checking out games that I've heard of, and just like, oh yeah, let's take a look at these, and then we'll talk about what our top 5 is each. And
if you're one of the cats that predominantly watches the GearCast and like nothing else, look. We're here.
Oh yeah, good point. If you guys haven't seen, the other videos and stuff like that, that's cool. We get it. You guys are busy, and if you guys are just here for GearCast, this is a big deal. Obviously,
that's cool.
It's me and Vampire Peaches here in the flesh, together in the same place.
We're real.
We are real people.
It's not a hologram.
We've been friends for 10 years.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I feel really old. Do you feel old?
Nah. I feel pretty young. I shaved the beard the other day, so it makes me always feel a little younger.
Real grody with facial hair.
Yeah, I'm okay with facial hair. So what do I want to talk about? No releases. There's nothing coming out.
No apologies because we're here.
No apologies. I ain't got nothing to apologize for you guys. I hope you guys had a good holiday. I hope you guys had a holla back holiday.
I hope you got all the games you wanted.
I hope you got all the games you wanted. Good point. There are still sales going on, I think, too.
Yeah. I hope that the PlayStation Network worked for you this
yeah, I didn't hear any crashes, or I didn't hear
just creating networks was apparently weird. I hope you're able to make your account, and I hope it's a good username.
Yeah, this is
like something funny, like Muffin Stop.
This was a good Christmas for me. Yeah. This was a good Christmas for me. I didn't get much game related.
I'll show you what I got.
Okay, good point. We're not. I mean, we're old. I'm 22. You turned 21, right?
I'm 21 years old.
Yeah, he's turned 21.
We got this. I got him a little Goku rip-off Lego set.
We don't get paid for this, by the way.
No,
we don't get paid for this.
I love mini blocks
and Dragon Tales, which is
Dragon Tales,
which is a kids.
It's a bootleg.
It's a kids show. Dragon Tales. I
got in a comic book shop down the street.
Whatever.
At our local mall.
I like Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
I like anime. It's cool. Anyway, but I didn't get a whole bunch of game related stuff, so I'll probably buy myself some game related stuff. I got a lot of tech stuff.
You know what I bought myself for the PSN sale? I got Arkham Knight again. I'm gonna platinum it.
Wow, that's surprising.
It was $20.
Okay, never mind.
$20.
That's not surprising anymore.
Yeah. Remember, I got the game for free.
Right. Yeah. Good point. I almost got GTA 5.
Yeah.
But then I was like, no, I'm not gonna get that because I still have Witcher, still have not played it yet, and that's gonna be that's when I go back home before New Year's. That's the game I'm gonna play.
Right.
I do have work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but right after work it'll probably be Witcher for me. Of course, you guys will see me on Blacklight as well. But let's talk about GearCast. Let's talk about Chain Gear Gaming before we talk about some new games.
We're not going to spoil you, by the way. This isn't going to be a regular thing. This is definitely going to be a yearly, very rare thing that we're together because he lives in Chicago.
Right.
I live in Boston. This is the town where we grew up.
Yeah.
So,
in New Jersey. Mm-hmm. So that's a good point. I'm glad you made that point.
Yeah.
So this is something that hopefully will happen again next year before Christmas time. Hopefully you'll make it down to Chicago, or I'll make it down to Boston.
Spring break.
Hey, I mean,
how about you spring break? Chain Gear Gaming.
Hey, great. You and all your friends just tell them all to come up to Chicago.
Uncharted will be out.
We'll do that. Ooh. That'll be cool.
Stuff.
We'll see. But 2016 is going to be awesome. And Chain Gear Gaming, we've got a lot of things planned for 2016.
Oh yeah, never mind. I got delayed.
Oh yeah. Good point. Even so, still 2016 Chain Gear Gaming. It's going to be awesome. We got a lot of content planned for you guys. You guys have already seen Welcome to Warframe. Hopefully we plan on videos hopefully every week. for Welcome to Warframe. Hopefully you'll get some more videos out. Rocket League, some more stuff like
We're starting
that.
a Fallout series.
Fallout
Character.
series.
We did some quests.
Good point. So hopefully you guys are interested in that. And then obviously I'll be creating Blacklight footage for as long as you guys want it for.
Oh, yeah.
Love Blacklight Retribution, and obviously the game is starting to get revitalized again with new content. The last holiday patch was pretty awesome.
We'll do more Battlefront stuff.
Yeah,
With some
Battlefront
chains.
stuff, that'd be cool. You, me, and Ballistic Phoenix have Black Ops 3 as well.
Yeah, we
We're
do.
hopefully we'll do some zombie stuff. Myself,
I'm not that good at it.
hey, whatever, we'll give it a shot. We'll see how it goes.
Give it a shot.
Aha! I'm not a huge multiplayer fan. I'm way more of a zombies fan. I like cooperative stuff. I mean, yeah, I'll play the competitive stuff. But I played the campaign. Phoenix has played the campaign. We got to get you through the campaign.
I just started, yeah.
So, and hopefully we'll do a review. We'll actually wait for you to finish it, and we'll do a review for the campaign, and that'll be awesome. So, but we got a lot of content coming out, and then obviously there are all these new games. GearCast, we're going to continue doing what we usually do, just talking about games, talking about PlayStation. We've got some topics lined up, ready to go. Hopefully we'll have maybe some special guests up on the show through Hangouts and things like that. You never know. Maybe not like super special guests, not like developers and stuff, but just some friends, some other YouTubers maybe.
Maybe.
That would be cool. So let us know what you guys are thinking in the comment section below. What do you guys want to see in 2016 from GearCast, from Chain Gear Gaming, all of that good stuff. For those who are here because of the giveaway is happening in the GearCast giveaway is happening in the next episode.
Yeah, next
GearCast
week.
episode 10. That way you guys have time. Feel free to leave a comment here and talk about this episode, and you guys will get that entry. But that's a conversation and a topic for next week, just so you guys are aware of that. Otherwise, I think it's time to talk about some games.
Yeah. So, how are we going to do this? We're going to read off this list, or we're going to do our top
Yeah,
five?
well, I got a list. I'm just going to kind of go through the list.
Check it
We'll
twice.
talk about a little bit of them, and then if something kind of sparks, if you're like, oh man, I'm really excited for that game, keep that in your brain, and then we'll talk about
we're a
our
conversational podcast.
Yeah, of course.
That's what I guess.
And we'll talk about our top five each at the end.
Yeah.
And then we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys in the next video. So to get started, this is in no particular order.
Not even alphabetical, just...
Yeah, it's just kind of like I found these. At one point it was in timeline order, kind of, and then it kind of got out of order. So I'm actually going to start with Overwatch.
we're starting at the bottom of the list.
Well, not necessarily. I got my phone here for all those interested. The bottom of the list is only
I'm
because
sorry, that game's going to be sick.
Overwatch?
I was watching some stuff for it.
Well-
because I got that, there's that and Battleborn. And between the two, I'm all about Overwatch.
Please watch my Hype Train video all about Overwatch. It goes through the two different cinematic trailers. No, one's a cinematic trailer, one is a gameplay trailer. And I talk a little bit about it in the beginning. I am super hyped for Overwatch. Battleborn is another one we'll talk about. But Overwatch is...
Friends at Blizzard.
Yeah. Overwatch is by the guys at Blizzard, and it's awesome, an awesome game. I don't want to spend too much time on it because I have that video, that Hype Train video. Check it out. I can't wait though. It's a competitive multiplayer game with a lot of cooperative tendencies. Kind of you want to play together. A bit of a MOBA feel in there.
Really cool designs for characters. I'm a sucker for those.
That's what I'm excited for. Is that each character is unique, and you'll be able to change your characters cosmetically.
I didn't even know that. Maybe I should watch that video.
I'm just saying, check out that Hype video.
There you go. Plug.
And I haven't done an episode 2 for the Hype video yet, just because I've had some problems with how I'm trying to record it and stuff. But definitely take a look at that Hype video.
That'll be an apology for later.
Yeah, of course. But check out Overwatch. That'll be pretty cool. Another one in the watch category is Firewatch. You know what that game is?
I didn't expect to be as excited for that as I am.
Yeah, that's. You want to talk about? Do you know much about it?
I got the rough premise of it. You're a firefighter.
No.
Kind of like a forest watch fire kind of.
Yeah.
In the woods, kind of like doing controlled fires and like saving animals and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, you might be I guess you might be a firefighter, but you're like a
Park ranger kind of.
ranger. Yeah, kind of like a only you can prevent forest fires kind of guy, a park ranger kind of dude, and it's very narrative focused. But it's first
We're
person.
all about that. We're all about first
The
person
story
narrative.
just sounds awesome. IGN has some awesome stuff on it.
The game looks gorgeous.
Yeah, it does look. The art style looks really cool.
That's a console exclusive for us, right?
I'm not
It's
sure.
like PC and PS4.
I'm not sure. But IGN has this thing called IGN First, where they bring in a developer, and they'll talk about the game, and they have some awesome content on Firewatch. If you guys like narrative-based games, it is first person. It didn't seem like it was super action-based or anything.
It's going to be like a walking sim or
I think there's going to be more involved. There were some really intense moments that kind of happened in the gameplay, and you were like, whoa, what's happening? And then they kind of cut it out all the time. So
it's a very grounded premise from what we're talking around with.
But the narrative seems really, really cool. The banter between the two main characters sounds awesome. So check it out. Firewatch. This next one I think you could talk about a little bit more because I know you said you were really excited for it. Far Cry Primal.
Yes. Fun fact, that's not even on my top 5 excited.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Far Cry Primal, I'm a big Far Cry fan. Oh, I'm a decent Far Cry fan. I really like 3. I liked 4. So, just another... and they're doing something completely different, which is why I'm so excited for it. It's Far Cry, but 10,000 BC.
Yeah.
And for once, we're not, a regular guy that's strung out into, like, the battle-scarred, like,
not
between
a fan
and
about
stuff.
that.
You are a Beastmaster. You get to control saber cats and mammoths and stuff, learn to tame them, and, fight different factions in, the humanity's adolescence.
I'm pumped because
it looks amazing. It looks new, something new.
Yeah, I'm a Far Cry fan. I like Far Cry 3. Actually, I love Far Cry 3.
Yeah.
And then I stopped playing it because the PS3 was old when I had played it. And Far Cry 4 was already announced, and I was like, I just need to jump into next gen. And so I jumped into our now current gen and played Far Cry 4. And I guess I was all Far Cried out. My tears had dried up for Far Cry. And I was just kind of like, I don't know if I want to keep running around and jumping around. And it just kind of got...
Especially with your lifestyle, it's not easy to get into open world games.
No.
You have to take down towers.
No, there's so much is that Ubisoft, go to the tower, unlock it, and there's just so much to do that it became a problem. So I still haven't beaten it yet.
And as is tradition for, again, why I'm, admittedly, just cautiously pessimistic about it.
Yeah.
It's Ubisoft open world games are not that great. They have a lot of content, but not a lot of diversity in which the content actually is.
Yeah, I'm ready to see, for example, Watch Dogs 2.
You can't put watchtowers in 10,000 BC.
Agreed. Well, we'll see. Campsites or something. It'll be crazy campsites and stuff. I don't know. But even Watch Dogs 2, I'm excited to see if they can fix it. And I don't care about Assassin's Creed, but Assassin's Creed,
we're long past the point of caring about Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, but I feel like they have, I don't know, they have some work to do.
We'll watch Michael Fassbender, the new movie, just to see how that goes.
Far Cry Primal looks good, and I hope it changes the formula up enough. I will definitely be getting it.
How long have we been saying that for every Ubisoft and more game? I hope they change it enough.
But Far Cry Primal does look different,
It genuinely does look different. So we're cautiously excited.
We'll see how it goes. The next one is a big one for me. Tom Clancy's The Division.
I'm telling you, man, that game's just not coming in 2016.
Let me tell you what I think. Let me tell you what I think about this game. First of all, the game is they already have the beta and the alpha, and people have played the game. It looks gorgeous. They may delay it again.
Open world, post-apocalyptic, third-person RPG.
Yeah.
Shooter.
Third-person shooter.
Cooperative. Yes. Online.
Yeah.
In New York City.
Yeah.
There's kind of a plague that happened.
Yep.
The city is pretty much abandoned. It's going to be you, me, maybe Phoenix.
Sleeper agents.
Yeah, sleeper agents. And so we're basically
wake up and they're
leveling up our characters, getting some sort of arms. It's an RPG in every
I can't wait. This is, for those that know me, I love cooperative shooters. I love Destiny because you're allowed to go with a fire team of 4 people, three people. You get together and you just go out and you're just playing the campaign and you feel good. It's your character. It's got these RPG elements. But it wasn't great, though. There were some issues with Destiny, and I think that this is going to be my next game where me and my friends, you're going to see Change Your Gaming on this game, I swear. You're going to see me, Vampire Peaches, Ballistic Phoenix.
Here's the thing. Ubisoft online games are not kind to weak college servers. You know what
Fair
I mean?
enough.
So, like, I know for a fact I'm going to have difficulty playing this game. Unless they, like, revamp some, like, crap with their servers. But I haven't been able to play, like, Assassin's Creed Online components. I'm barely able to play, like, Trials online.
But you can play stuff online. You've played games online.
Oh, don't worry. I can connect to Uplay just fine.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes.
Just fine.
Yeah, for those that know Uplay. Yeah.
Because For Honor, I think it's in my top 5.
That'll be on here.
For Honor, how about we segue into that?
Sure, yeah.
No, I have no doubt that The Division is going to be a good game, but I think it's going to be
I think it'll either be great or terrible. That's all it is. It's again, if you guys haven't seen, no. Well, yeah. It'll either be like, oh, this game's gonna be so good, and then it won't be at all, or it'll be phenomenal.
And the common layman that likes to play Tom Clancy games will see Tom Clancy's name and be like, oh,
yeah,
I like Tom Clancy.
Yeah, I mean, I think that they're gonna get it right, but I think that they are trying new things. They're trying new things. I think For Honor is a good example.
Okay, so I play a lot of Chivalry.
Yeah,
as you know, which is a first-person, medieval melee online multiplayer game,
which is partially developed and produced. I guess not produced, but partially developed by Hardsuit Labs.
Yes,
ported.
Your friends that made Blacklight Retribution. Mm-hmm. So the thing is, I was like, wow, this is all clunky and weird. But For Honor, it has like a really cool so it's a third-person action game, multiplayer based, where you and your team of friends are the Vikings, samurai, or knights.
Yeah.
Right, and you have like big giant swords and like shields and stuff like that, and you're actively sword fighting with your friends. But when we're playing with swords in games, it's usually like hitting things with a blunt stick. Yeah. Unless you're playing Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance and you can cut through anything. Awesome.
Love that game.
Platinum games. But anyway, so if there's a guy up to me, he'll swing his sword in a way using certain controls from the D-pad to control the angle and the depth of it, and I can push my stick in a way that clashes with that. Yeah. So when you really back in the day when you would clink like lightsabers together, that's how I viewed it. Yeah. And you can also combat multiple people at once. It's very strategic looking. Yeah. Look up gameplay for Honor because that was one of the highlights of that show for me. That was really
cool. For Honor seemed great. It was so different comparatively to its multiplayer, very multiplayer centric. But just so different. I mean, very MOBA-esque, again. Tons of pawns that you go out and just slaughter.
You can kill the AI and stuff.
Yeah.
I imagine probably something like Titanfall for you to get like certain abilities and stuff like that.
I still think it's a bit more MOBA-ish, where these guys are easy to kill, the pawns. You just go out and you're like, "Wah!" And you're like swinging your sword all over the place, and then all of a sudden, this hero guy comes in and you're like, oh, okay. And that's when you get your stance up or whatever, and the fight becomes something different.
Oh, we'd recommend watching the presentation in itself because the creative director, he is
he's a great guy. That's another. I would love to if that's part of your top 5, which we'll talk about. Yeah. Then I would love to do a hype train video on that.
Sure.
We talk about the trailer and we get a little bit out there, but that would be a good one.
That guy looks like a dark wizard with a little cane.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, samurais are awesome.
Yeah. And you're like, yeah. It's definitely awesome. If you guys haven't checked it out again, Tom Clancy's The Division and Ubisoft's For Honor.
We all the Ubisoft games.
Yeah, Ubisoft usually does, their presentation is very well. Their last E3s have been good, and honestly, the only game that didn't do well was Watch Dogs. And when I say didn't do well, critically acclaimed. Even though we're not huge fans of Assassin's Creed anymore, still critics love the game. And usually, in general, the game isn't terrible. It's just not doing a ton new.
When the new one reaches $20, that's what it's
yeah. Hey. All right, so next game, another pretty big one for me is Hitman. Hitman that goes by the title Hitman.
Hitman.
The last Hitman game that came out was Hitman Absolution, and personally, I loved the game.
So do I.
And granted, the other games were also phenomenal, but more Hitman is just all I really want.
Especially when you're like us and at a younger age, we didn't really play Contracts or Blood Money.
Right. I played Blood Money later, and it was like after I played Absolution, and I loved it, but it was also old, right? Yeah. Though granted, those old games actually play very well.
Very surprisingly so.
Yeah.
But this is a reboot of Agent 47, our favorite Hitman.
So it actually is. It's not necessarily a reboot. It's him in his prime. That's all.
Okay, so
it's not a reboot necessarily. It's kind of just like a prequel, I guess you could say. But it's basically just saying
Agent 47.
Like, yeah.
In his prime.
Yep.
Who's what's her name?
Diana Burnwood.
Diana. So go ahead.
Diana Burnwood.
Yeah. she's sending Agent 47 on contracts all around the world, and I think that's an incredible platform.
Agent 47.
Like,
it's time.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, so I played this, did you play The Assassination in Russia, like the second one that they just released this week? It's really good, you try that out. I tried this thing. We'll share our experiences just like we did with other stuff. Maybe we'll be able to make contracts for each other. It's, I feel like that's the way I absorb games nowadays. That's the reason why I'm so excited for it. It's just like little bite-sized chunks, little missions that I can hop in and be done with. Like,
yeah. I think they're trying to grab that authenticity of like being able to do like, what did you say? That kind of
stealth action assassination game, by the way.
Oh yeah, if you don't know what Hitman is, I don't know why, but Hitman third-person stealth assassination. It's like it's awesome.
There's a new movie out. Don't watch it.
Oh yeah, well, it's not terrible. If you find it for free or on Netflix, go ahead and watch it maybe. But I wouldn't go pay for it. Live storytelling, you said, I think it was. Organic storytelling. I mean, the idea, Hitman, I think Blood Money actually, people would play the game, and then you could replay the level, and they'd go on NeoGAF forums or just talk to their friends, and they'd go, hey, how did you kill that one guy?
Also, I'll be like, hey, so I actually went behind this guy, growed him, stuffed him in a dumpster. I'm like, oh, actually, instead of using that, I actually found this like statue lying on the table. And I took out his friend first before I did that.
Or I just sat all the way in the back and just sniped him. And so people would make contracts and say, oh, well, you should kill him this way. And then that's when Hitman contracts,
you were really annoying with that. So you can set up contracts with friends.
In Absolution.
In the Hitman Absolution, you're able to make your own contract in the sense that you, as Agent 47, you kill an NPC in one of these open playgrounds you can do. Kill them any way you want, wear whatever you want, and you challenge your friends to kill that person without being seen or like.
Or it was a score-based thing. So you could say the more accurate you did it, the more points you got. But if you did it quicker, you could also get more points and things like that. So
it was tough. His was really.
I did a crazy one. I did some crazy one. It was just a chef who was in the front of all these people who like wanted his attention. Yeah, I was in a chicken suit, and somehow I killed him with no one noticing. And it was pretty cool. So I'm really hey, I was pretty good, but I'm really excited to see how they do that in this open world environment thing. Again,
cinematic trailer was enough for us to get hyped, and then gameplay videos came out.
I would love to see maybe another thing. I keep saying this, but the Hype Train series is something I really like. I'd love to see one for that as well because the trailers are really cool. But Hitman.
Hitman 47.
Yeah, Hitman is definitely one of them. Let's go ahead and go to our next one, which we just mentioned actually. Uncharted 4. Uncharted 4, A Thieves End. We don't really have to talk much about this. I'll definitely be doing a hype train for this. Shout out to Sancho West. I always talk about him every once in a while, not always, but every once in a while. Sancho West is one of my favorite YouTubers, and I do plan on actually doing a YouTuber series, not a series, but at least a video of some of my favorite YouTubers because my inspiration, the reason I started YouTube was because of some of the YouTubers. And though I talk about Piggyback Cobra or Nonstop Gamers and Smoke Wild or The Smoke Wild, I talk about them a lot and why I started YouTube. They're the reason why I started YouTube for Blacklight. They're not the reason that I started YouTube at all, period. Yeah. There are some really great YouTubers, and Sancho West is the #1, I thoroughly believe, the #1 Naughty Dog YouTuber online, period. I mean, he is phenomenal. He's been brought up to Naughty Dog, the devs, their actual development headquarters or whatever. Wow. And like he plays with the devs, he's talked with the devs. He has a great relationship with the community. He was he played with Greg and Colin and all of them from Kind of Funny.
We have higher trophy counts than Neil Druckmann and Bruce Straley, the heads of Naughty Dog.
I'm pretty good.
Bruce, where are those platinums?
Right?
Where are those platinums?
But this guy really does. He's great. I gotta show you some of his stuff. But he did some really great videos.
I watched one of his Last of Us build stuff.
Yeah. But he's doing a lot of videos for Uncharted, so I don't want to do a ton of Uncharted videos or anything because there are some great content out there already. Yeah. But I will be doing Uncharted videos and maybe a hype train.
Of course, we're gonna do a review. This is the last we're going to see of Nathan Drake.
Oh yeah.
This is it, the closing chapter. And of course, it's Naughty Dog's next release. We have to talk about it.
So, Uncharted 4. The next one, this one's kind of here for me. You probably don't know what this game is.
Farming Simulator 2017.
How did you know? Farming Simulator 17. Wait a second. Lichdom Battle Mage. This game I bought. I saw it on. I'm a PC gamer as well, but very little. I don't play much. For my PC, I play a lot of games that came out last generation.
I played Downwell.
What is it?
Downwell.
I don't know what it is.
Really?
No.
It's actually a Game of the Year contender in a lot of conglomerates.
It's not the game about like the.
You're a little sprite-based dude jumping down the well, procedurally generated enemies. You have different power-ups, kind of like Binding of Isaac, a little splitsy.
So like a
Gun boots.
Spelunky game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's really cool. It's like $2.
I'm not a fan of Spelunky games. My roommate was really good at it.
Oh no, it's like way faster paced than that.
I mean, I don't like Spelunky, like go down. I don't like going down and stuff, but...
I won't be able to do a video on that.
Claustrophobia. No, I'm just kidding. But Lichtenstein Battle Mage was a PC game that apparently is getting ported over to PS4, and every time I played it on PC, I was like, man, this game just yearns to be played on a controller. So even though I played it on a controller...
And I want trophies.
Yeah, and I want trophies. You guys know how it is. Our next podcast will be about trophies.
It has to be about trophies.
I'm playing over there because there's a controller. But I just felt like the game needed to be played with a controller and optimized for a controller. And so Lichtenstein Battle Mage, which is a first-person, like hardcore mage gameplay. So imagine Skyrim, the magic.
It's the geekiest thing I've ever heard.
I mean, think about it. When you play Skyrim, the magic's cool. But like you're not
a hardcore battle mage.
I mean, it's just boring sometimes. Sometimes you're like, I have fireballs, I have fire Kamehameha moves.
Fireball. It's just spike. It's all the same thing.
Yeah, it's not exactly what we're looking for, right? And
Conjuring's always cool though.
Yeah, Conjuring. I love Conjuring. So, but in the Lichtenstein Battle Mage, it's different. In Lichtenstein Battle Mage, it's this thing where basically you start off, all of your attacks are magic, and they're so powerful, and you just get more power and more power. The story's like okay, but I didn't beat it because again, that was just one of those things where it was on PC.
It doesn't sound like something I'd be nuts over in terms of the story.
But I think you'll play it. I definitely think you'll play it.
I do like magic stuff. In terms of like other magic kind of wizard-based games that I play, one of my guilty pleasure games is Magic 2.
Okay, alright, fair enough.
Co-op sort of stuff, you shoot all kinds of wizardy powers and stuff and combine them in different ways.
Yeah.
I play stuff like Gauntlet, so is it anything like that? Is it like an isometric?
No, it's first person.
You're kidding me.
No, I said that. It's a first person.
Right.
Listen, you guys listen to me? I know he doesn't listen. First person, hardcore mage.
Hardcore mage.
You literally, I mean, the whole time you just have your hands up like this, and you're like, so it's like, think about a first-person shooter, but it's with magic, and it's awesome. And you can also, they have blink, so you're like blinking around, and like you're kiting enemies, and you're just like throwing crazy spells, and then you do like crazy AoE spells, and it's just awesome. I'll show you some videos about
Area of effect.
Yeah, AoE, area of effect.
AoE.
Kiting is when you're moving back, and you're getting characters to follow you, kind of. Anyway.
So by poison damage is real cool DPS attack.
We don't use poison damage here, okay? Catstash Clan never uses poison.
Damage per second.
And if anyone in freaking Catstash Clan uses poison, you tell me. Anyway, Lichtenstein Battle Mage. Excited about the game. We'll definitely have to watch some trailers. I won't be doing a hype train video or anything about it, but when I get it, I will definitely be doing some videos. The next game, Battleborn.
Yeah. We're big Gearbox fans. We like Borderlands.
I cannot wait for Battleborn.
He has one more trophy to platinum Borderlands 2, and he's never going to get it.
I don't want to talk about it. But Battleborn, I've talked about this game as well. Hype train will be coming for Battleborn.
It looks great. I mean, hope it sells.
Yeah. It'll sell.
Because here's what I'm going to think. Because the marketing and stuff is weird for it. It's going to be what do you mean
weird?
Like, I don't know, like, people haven't been really talking about it outside of, like, devs and stuff, from what I've seen.
No, Battleborn is big. Right now, people aren't talking about it because of, well, I mean, we can talk about that later off camera, but Battleborn I think Battleborn is going to sell really well. I think it's going to sell really well.
I'll tell you why I think it's going to sell well.
Sure.
Because it's the same thing what happened with Borderlands. This game came out, Borderlands, I had no idea what it was, and I was just like, I don't know, guns, whatever. So that was back when I wasn't into first-person shooters, but my friends were like, you're like, you gotta get this. There's like millions of guns, you can make a character however you want. It's one of those things where it's like gigantic, dedicated cult followings, and then it just becomes like, everything, it leaks into everybody else. So, like, I think that's what's gonna happen.
I think it's got three things for it. MOBA, first-person shooter, Borderlands.
And those designs again. These,
yeah, I mean,
these guys are
it's the
amazing.
guys who made Borderlands. It looks like Borderlands. It plays like Borderlands. It acts like Borderlands. There are these weird MOBA tendencies. It's got every single type of gameplay mode, and it's a first-person shooter. So it's bound. I mean, it's bound to be competitive. It's bound to be cooperative. The trailers are phenomenal. They talk about how there are all these different modes, and it's basically the tagline is for every type of badass. Or every kind of
50
badass.
heroes or something like that?
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm so pumped.
You think this is esports material?
No, it is. It's made for all. It's made for everyone, and I think they're going to do it. I think they're going to get it right. Overwatch is competitive. Period. They don't have a story mode, as far as I know. They don't have a story mode, and they don't have some cooperative horde mode. Maybe they do, but again, that's not what they advertise.
But
Battleborn does.
I think
maybe I'm not sure.
They got a penguin in a mech though.
They got a penguin in a mech. Battleborn, guys. Battleborn. The next one is I know a big one for both of us. I don't know if it's on your top 5, but it's a big one for both of us. Mirror's Edge Catalyst.
Oh no, it's not.
Mirror's Edge is a beautiful game.
It's gonna be off the chain.
Gear. Honestly, how about you talk about it?
We are a part of the cult following for Mirror's Edge.
Talk about what it is. What is Mirror's?
It's a Red Spine PS3 game. Back in the day, 2007.
Yeah, I guess so.
You play Faith, who's like a free runner through this big
parkour.
Hardcore parkour. Basically, you're a free runner. You're delivering these packages by going through parkour, like different sets of cities and stuff. But the reason why it fell flat is that some of the controls were clunky, but when it worked, it really worked. It felt awesome, and the story was garbage. We didn't really have any context as to what these packages are.
I won't say the story is garbage. The story was ambiguous.
I think it was too ambiguous for my liking.
Yeah. One of the reasons why I liked this first person jumping around.
The premise is cool though.
Yeah, this first person parkour simulator is because it was vague and because it wasn't selling its story. It was like, check out this first person parkour, and it was great. They did that part well.
So insane. But
the story was ambiguous, and then kind of like what's really going on. But the parts that happened, spoilers if you guys are gonna play the super old Mirror's Edge at this point. You meet some characters. You realize that the one that is supposed to be your friend isn't, and then you have a sister, and there's it's not terrible. And the boss battles were okay and things like that.
The hand-to-hand combat was weird. It was hard to time.
But I mean, it was hard too. It was definitely hard.
Yeah.
But it was what really sold us. I think was the atmosphere.
The art design for that game, the music is insane. If you go back and look at footage for Mirror's Edge, just on PS3, not like PC or anything, the game is still gorgeous.
Yeah.
By friends at DICE.
Yeah, beautiful game. Super excited for it. Cult classic. Yeah, and Faith is back and looks gorgeous, and it's reimagined. I do want to mention that. It's not a reboot necessarily, but it's reimagined. That's why it's not a Mirror's Edge 2. It's Mirror's Edge Catalyst. It's that story is not real. Basically, they're saying that story that happened is not canon.
The first Mirror's Edge?
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see how it all goes.
In that case, it'd be nice to look at Mirror's Edge and just this is a premise of something that we want to do.
Yeah, they were basically saying that cult classic. Let's do it justice. Let's it was basically let's try this game and see how it goes.
And it's a part of EA. We have tons of money. We want to be able to not be for the worst company in the world. Let's do something the gamers want to have. Yeah. Mirror's Edge.
Yeah. So that's definitely.
Did it sell well? Do you remember?
No. It sold okay. I think it sold well. I don't think it sold super well. I can't imagine that it did.
I think it's definitely a cult following game.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
And also, the more kinds of the more action games that we get out of EA that isn't just multiplayer focused and stuff like that, I would love to see.
Yeah.
Like Star Wars 1313, that might be coming back.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Young Boba Fett, Uncharted, yeah, let's do it.
Conversation for another time.
Hype train.
Oh, we can do it.
For that one trailer that we can.
Yeah, right. Next one, we'll probably have to push through some of these. Mafia 3.
I'm down.
Do you know what it is?
Light-skinned brother in Louisiana, coming back from the army, coming from the Vietnam War, building up his own mafia from the inside, taking down the Italian mob.
Okay.
It looks pretty dope.
Yeah, Mafia 3.
I never played the Mafia games, though.
Third person, I played the second one.
Right.
Third person, basically GTA kind of style game. Third person, you're shooting stuff up. Definitely exciting.
I'll tell you what the 3 things I like about this so far. minority protagonist.
Yep.
We've got a light-skinned cousin coming back from the war. I love crime stories. And third-person action game.
Yep.
I'm down.
And that's exactly the same thing for me.
I know I'm gonna get it.
Same thing for me. So Mafia 3, Ratchet and Clank, the new Ratchet and Clank game. Also beautiful. We've talked about this before on another podcast. No Man's Sky. VR.
Actually, that's my number one.
That's
number one.
I'm throwing predictions.
VR launch title.
VR launch title?
Yeah.
Okay, I can see it.
Yeah.
I can definitely see
But it's
that.
going to be available for PS4, obviously.
Yeah. I think No Man's Sky is going to be a big one. I think it'll sell really well, and I think that it'll be the PSVR's killer app.
I'll say one thing. I think it's going to be everything they say it is.
Oh yeah.
Just because they've been so clear about it. And Hello Games, that guy is so nice.
Yeah, I completely agree with
humble
you.
Guy.
Yeah, because he's humble, I think he hasn't been like, oh yeah, my game's the best. He was just like, no, this is what you do in my game.
He's been clear, concise about everything, and he wanted to do more gameplay videos with the game because they wanted to show everyone what it really is because people were confused. They're like, we're so proud of what we made.
Yeah.
Just go look at it. Billions of planets.
Exciting.
I'm gonna name everything Squash. So if you see anything named Squash, like a little big Brachiosaurus walk by named Squash, I'm like, oh, Peaches was here.
No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky. The next one is Ark Survival Evolved. Do you know what this is?
Right. It's the dinosaurs, right?
So this was the one where when we talked about Far Cry Primal, I was like, sounds like that one game. That's Ark.
Yeah.
Ark is basically like a survival game. It's a survival game where think about basically Far Cry Primal meets like Minecraft kind of thing. Where you're like,
I'm already sold with that premise.
I mean, it looks awesome. I don't exactly know too much about it, but you basically start with nothing and you keep growing your civilization more and more. You get more
I love
technology.
That kind of management. I love that sort of stuff.
Yeah, and it's co-op online. But I think it's kind of maybe not necessarily co-op. I think you can betray people and things like that. So it'll be interesting. No, more like some other PC games like
Rust,
H1Z1 or Rust or.
DayZ,
those kind of games.
What do you think we're going to see H1Z1 on PS4?
No idea. The game seems a little broken right now.
It seems a lot broken.
Yeah, so we'll see. But yeah, the reason I'm excited about Ark is just because another PC game coming over to PS4 that I've been excited for. So another PC game coming over to PS4, Brawlhalla. Have I talked about this?
That's going to be dope.
Brawlhalla is basically what I think PlayStation should have done with
PlayStation All Stars. Right?
Yes, when another company has a killer game, for example, Halo, or a killer game like a killer game like Super Smash Bros.
I was about to say this.
Let other companies, not your company, don't let PlayStation try and make a Super Smash Bros. PlayStation version. Or a Halo PlayStation version. That's not a good idea. Instead, you should let other people do it. And that's because it doesn't tarnish your name, and it's going to be a passion project for them. Brawlhalla is a brawler game, otherwise known as a Smash clone, as in Super Smash Bros. And Brawlhalla is trying to be something like Super Smash Bros., but with their own twist, with their own ideas. And I think that this will be the game that I play that makes me feel like I've got some sort of Smash experience, but playing it on the PS4.
Sure.
The PlayStation All-Stars was good. I liked it. But it was not.
We're part of that cult following.
Yeah, we're one of those weird guys that like the game. But it wasn't Smash, and it would never be Smash. But Brawlhalla will kind of give me that Smash feeling, and I hope there are a lot of other games that are coming out that are just like Super Smash Bros. Or that are out. Yeah, don't make any Smash jokes. Lots of jokes about the word Smash.
Oh no, not that, not that at all. I was gonna say this isn't Smash, kind of like how Wonderbook isn't Connect Disneyland.
Oh, we don't talk about that. Wonderbook?
Now Wonderbook is going to get a mention in every episode.
Right, if it happens, it happens. But Brawlhalla. Take a look at it. Get excited. Here's one that, maybe a prediction? Last of Us 2?
2016, man.
You think it'll be announced 2016?
No.
Interesting.
I think it's going to be announced maybe fall or winter 2016. PlayStation Experience, you see Ellie pick up a bow, or her turn around and be like, in production.
I think you'll see PlayStation Experience and maybe... No. When is it coming out now? When is Uncharted?
Oh, a month later, like March. Or not April. Yeah, March.
March?
Or April. No, April now. Because it used to be March, now it's April.
When is E3? Do you know? Remember?
It's always June, isn't it? Or May. We're so good at this.
Yeah, okay, well, we'll see. I think that PlayStation Experience may just have more DLC for Uncharted. They may squeeze Uncharted hard.
Yeah. Young Sully DLC.
Yeah, we'll see. But Last of Us 2...
that's going to be it. They're going to show that. And then they're going to be like, oh man, DLC. Okay, that's cool. But why would they end on that? They're not done.
And then...
Yeah, it's like...
And then it's just...
He was my friend. Now I'm hunting him down.
And then... No. Instead, you all think it's that. And then it's like... Oh, Ellie and Joel are in Uncharted 4 multiplayer. And everyone's like, oh, great.
That would be...
troll. Huge troll. At E3. They'll do it at E3, too.
Rolling around with rocket launchers on a little rope.
As Ellie.
I had a dream the other night about Ellie being like in a 2D brawler. Like there's like PlayStation funded some weird brawler, and then suddenly Ellie's like, yeah, doing all these like tech hit combos.
PlayStation All Stars 2?
I mean, I'm down. A sprite aesthetic.
I'd be down. Yakuza 0.
I'm hyped.
Very excited. We talked about Yakuza before. Yakuza 5 came out. Unfortunately, only came out for PS3. Blech. But now you get to start all over again with the very first game, but completely rebooted or completely
The tattoos aren't even filled in yet.
Yeah, completely redone. Yakuza 0.
Third-person action game. Japanese brawler.
Yeah.
Yakuza.
God, I cannot wait. Look at the trailer. It's crazy. Go check out
cool.
Yakuza 0.
I'm excited because I've not played any of the Yakuza games. You said it's very story intensive.
Yeah,
I was like, when do I break in?
That's what's cool.
Reboot, prequel.
Yes. It's so many people. Huge, barrier to entry, to be honest with you. And so now that Yakuza 0 is coming out, you'll be able to, start where the whole game began, the whole story began.
It's kind of like what Metal Gear is to other people. I've had Yakuza be like, I want to break in, but the story's so intense. How do I get into this?
And it's numbered, right? So it's like,
yeah.
Well, you can't just jump into 4 or 5. Next one, Nioh, or Nioh, or Nioh. No idea. Nioh. That is the Team Ninja game.
Oh my God, yes.
Yep. Samurai dude.
Dark Soul Samurai.
Yeah. Maybe Bloodborne. Maybe.
Samurai.
Yeah, maybe. But it's by Team Ninja, so the guys that made DMC. Right? That's correct, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. DMC. So high action, but it's a PlayStation 4 exclusive, I believe. And so that'll be super exciting. I'm very excited for Nioh. We talked about this a little bit before, but I think getting a third-person action game that takes place in an older time, samurai, I think this is going to be really, really cool. And there hasn't been any games like that.
No.
I mean, besides the besides Dynasty Warriors and stuff.
I was about to say.
PlayStation 3 had a launch title, or was near launch, called Genjin, and it was kind of just a bad samurai game thing. It wasn't terrible, but it just was kind of like, this was kind of fun. And I think it'll be nice to have a really good samurai game, where you run around third person killing demons and stuff. So that'll be cool. Next one is Hellblade, PlayStation 4 exclusive. It's developed by, help me out here, not Team Ninja, the other guys. It's the guys that made we've talked about this before. The guys that made Naruto. Heavenly Sword. Yeah. Those guys. No, that was how it was produced by. Forget it. He doesn't know.
2D side scroller.
What?
Was that it, or am I thinking of what am I thinking of here? Oh no! It is the guys that made Heavenly Sword. It's third.
I know it is. I know.
I was thinking of the 2D side scroller, the guy that kills everybody in one hit. But no, then I remember what Hellblade is. I remember what it is.
Yeah, but who's the developer?
I don't remember.
All right. Well, Hellblade. Whoever's making it right now, I cannot think of it. I'm sorry. Basically, they were a PlayStation. They worked with PlayStation, and now they're an independent studio. And they're making their own game that has a ton of deep things. It's like about mental illness, but it's a third person kind of over the shoulder sword.
Ninja Theory.
Thank you. Team Ninja Theory. They're now an independent studio, but being produced by PlayStation. This game. Or helping, at least, I think. I can't exactly remember. But it's about, like, mental illness and all these really deep things, deep storyline, really kind of this dark, gritty thing. And again, independent, but the gameplay is a third-person action sword combat game, and I'm super excited for it.
You're not boring me, by the way. We're recording this at 2:49 in the morning.
Oh, yeah. We're trying to get this, we're trying to make this content for you guys. So we work hard.
He's the one that's gonna get this.
I'm up all the time. I'm not even sleeping. I'm just gonna get on a plane. I'm leaving actually. Like right after this. Not right after this, but I got a plane to catch. Go back to Chicago.
Yeah, we're gonna record Battlefront though.
We are. Yeah. So we're gonna have to get you some coffee.
Huh?
What?
I'm down.
All right. Hellblade. The next one. Very excited for this game. Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
For those that like.
I'm excited.
For those that like anime. The Attack on Titan, one of the most popular animes out.
It's good.
Granted, it's over right now. It's hopefully second season coming soon. But
it's become such a joke now.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, we'll see that with the second season of Attack on Titan.
But the game looks awesome.
It looks pretty dope.
And they keep showing
footage.
Yeah, they keep showing more gameplay footage, and it is not like it's by Koei Tecmo.
Got Eren Yeager and his pals going on a 3D maneuver gear, killing titans and stuff, swinging through buildings and stuff.
I'm so excited.
I love
it's by the same guys that made Dynasty Warriors, but it is not or Hyrule Warriors. Yeah, Dynasty Warriors. Yeah. But it's not like that. And they specifically were like, no, this game is made differently because we want to make sure we're doing it justice. And that's not the only game they're making. There's another game that they're making as well. It might be on this list, it might not be. But Attack on Titan looks awesome. They don't actually have a title for the game yet, but it's coming out in 2016, and I'm super, super excited for it. Don't really need to talk much more about that. If you guys know what Attack on Titan is, then you know hopefully what the game will look like. The next one, big one for both of us, Horizon Zero Dawn by Guerrilla Games. Aloy. Third person action game, RPG, open world.
By the folks at Guerrilla.
Awesome.
We talked about that in a million other podcasts.
Yeah. Go ahead and check out last podcast.
Yeah,
the last podcast we talked about it at length actually. Talking about Guerrilla Games and all that stuff. It's awesome. Definitely will be doing a hype train for that. Don't worry. Do not worry. Rhyme. Which was talked at they talked about it at PSX. It's no. They talked about it they talked about it at PSX last year, the last PSX, not the first PSX. It was an indie game that looks like Wind Waker. No, doesn't ring any bells. It looks like Wind Waker. You should look it up. Looks like Wind Waker. It's an exploration game.
Beautiful. I remember really bright colors. He's climbing on the sides of cliffs and stuff. I haven't even looked it up yet.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. Really excited for that.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Another one
by Tequila Works.
Yes, Tequila Works. Another really exciting one that we just learned about, Ni no Kuni 2, Reverend Kingdom. Ni no Kuni 2 looks phenomenal. Again, check out our PSX coverage. That was awesome for GearCast. We talked about Ni no Kuni 2, Reverend Kingdom. Looks super great. Looks super awesome.
Super gorgeous.
The visuals. God, I'm super excited.
Studio Ghibli.
Another big one for those huge RPG fans out there that might know about this game. The age group may not know about it, but Star Ocean, Integrity and Faithlessness. This is big. Shout out to T-Will14, my old roommate. Star Ocean, huge game. Has not seen a new one in a long time. And so Star Ocean, big. If you guys don't know anything about this, go ahead. If you like RPGs, especially JRPGs, go ahead and check it out. Go ahead and look it up. It should be really, really awesome. The graphics look phenomenal. Another independent game, Hyperlight Drifter. It's this kind of top-down, isometric game, a little Dark Souls-y kind of, but a little more action-oriented. take a look at it. It's independent. I don't necessarily know a greater way to explain it, so just kind of take a look. Another big one for us.
Yeah, there are two that I want to talk about specifically.
Sure,
three actually.
Go for it.
I want to talk about Dishonored 2.
Yes. That is definitely on this list.
Dishonored 2. That is 2016, right?
Yeah, it is.
Because we liked the first Dishonored.
We liked it.
Yeah, I had my qualms with it. It started as a very strong base.
What was it? For those that don't know Dishonored, why don't you go ahead and explain it a little bit?
Basically, it's made by some of the folks that made the original Thief, and one of the greatest stealth action, not the greatest stealth game of all time.
One of them.
Yeah, one of them. We are not talking about the reboot. We are not talking about the reboot. We are talking about the original Thief on like Windows.
Yeah.
And stuff on the old PC. So these folks went off and made their own like stealth action game, Dishonored, first person.
Bethesda,
yeah, it is Bethesda. So yeah, first person. You're gonna be sneaking around and stabbing people in the throat. And you have these
Corvo.
Corvo. They're really cool, ethereal, like night, like powers and stuff like that. You can teleport. You can summon rats. You can possess people. You can possess animals and fish and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The thing is, they were like, oh yeah, you can attack this way any way that you want. You can go through non-lethally without killing a single person, and also you can like just kill everybody, whatever. And like we really like the weapons and
choices, choices and options.
But the thing is, if you're like me and you really want to challenge yourself in your stealth, like Metal Gear style, and not like kill anybody, the game doesn't really reward you for playing that way. It rewarded you with all kinds of weapons and stuff to use lethal stuff, but not anything non-lethal. It gave you like maybe like more pouches for you to be able to shoot your non-lethal darts or your sleep darts or whatever.
Yeah.
But like then you're like, oh sweet, I unlocked this mine that like unleashes rats or whatever. And I'm like, but I'm trying to play a non-lethal stealth.
For like he mentioned,
and split endings. Stop.
Yeah, the split ending was weird. I mean, I'm okay with the split ending if it's like again like Infamous, right?
Yeah.
You play good or you play bad.
Yeah.
And so you have the split ending. It basically
like what's gonna happen if I kill like 3 or 4 people? Like,
exactly. So again, I had the same exact problem. Dishonored's a good game, and they do have it remastered now on
we critique it because
PS4.
we like the game.
Right.
Great aesthetic.
So if you're interested, definitely get it. It has a whole bunch of DLC, and so you can actually play all the DLC now. And I think it's like $30 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely go ahead and get it if you guys are interested. Really great game, but again, for me, morality reasons, I always not like a weird morality thing, but in games I always like to play the good guy, and it wasn't fun.
Just feels good.
It wasn't fun playing the good guy in Dishonored
because the game did not reward you.
No, I mean, it just didn't give you even the tools for it. They kept telling me like, "Oh, get more power. Here are these cores that like to grow your power." Like there was a wind blast. Remember the wind blast one?
I love that thing.
There was
kill people.
Yeah, there was a wind blast thing.
I thought this was just
level 1 allowed you to move people, and so it was a non-lethal thing. If you wanted to upgrade it, it killed people. There were rats. The rats would kind of bother people, and then if you upgraded it, it just killed everybody. There was a possession thing. You could possess people, and then if you did, they die. And so there were all these things that basically just didn't really help you.
Also, female protagonist. That's always a plus.
Yeah, and so the second one we're really excited to see what they change.
Well, if you haven't played this game by now.
Yeah. You play as there's a little girl in the first game.
It's pretty much like the main plot point.
Yeah, and now you get to play as her in the second one. So we're really excited for the female protagonist.
I want Corvo to be this like ethereal kind of mentor character that's like
you play as him.
You get to switch between the two.
Well, you get to play as one or the other. It seems as though.
So what I want Corvo to be is kind of like this mythological kind of like ethereal like creature, kind of like Batman. Like people like heard about him. And stuff like that. So when you play as Corvo, I want him to feel completely powerful and badass.
It sounds like you get to play either him and all of his skill sets that were in the first one, or you get to play as her and her new skill sets.
Okay.
So
let's not make this the new Assassin's Creed.
We'll see. I think it'll be good.
I'm very much looking forward to it. The other one that I want to talk about is the one that you're excited for, the Deus Ex.
Oh yeah. Deus Ex Human Revolution. Oh, Human Revolution. I always say that. Deus Ex Human Revolution sequel, which is Deus Ex Mankind Divided. I love Deus Ex. Square Enix game. The reason I love it is because of the story and all of the morality choices.
We talk about this.
Sure, yeah. But Adam Jensen, Adam, go get me my pizza from down the street.
Oh my god!
It takes place in Detroit.
For some reason, the cutscenes look worse than our in-game engine.
Yeah, weird.
What's going on?
I love that game. I wish they had an HD remastering so people could play it on the PS4. Not for me, but so people could play it on PS4.
Yeah, Square.
Great game to get on PC. if you guys can get it, because they have all these different versions.
Super cheap.
The gameplay was kind of weird sometimes, and so they now
enough to alienate me kind of out of it. Like I don't what.
Yeah, you had to kind of get used to it a little bit, but then they fixed a lot of it, and so this new one just has. I'm so excited for all of the combat will be great. One of those games where you can play non-lethal, play lethal, you can play stealth, you can play guns blazing.
Different kinds of augmentations depending on your playstyle.
And they really allow you. They give you the tools. They give you the tools.
Hardcore RPG right there.
Yeah, I really, really love it, and I'm really excited for all the choices and the gameplay to get back into it. As to the Illuminati, it's an Illuminati story. So if you guys are interested in like all the crazy conspiracies,
kind of.
Yes, cyberpunk renaissance. If you guys are excited, play it.
Speaking of Square, I was gonna crack a joke and say Final Fantasy VII Episode 1, but I'm not gonna do that.
You think so?
No. Maybe end of 2016, maybe. What I was gonna say is, I don't know. Let's talk about the one that will come out in 2016.
Sure.
Final Fantasy 15.
Yes. Another big one. Very big one for me.
That game is apparently the right size to be able to be in a single game. Whatever. I'm not bitter.
Are you talking about Final Fantasy 7?
Yeah.
We'll see. Final Fantasy 7, I think we just need more information.
Yeah.
I don't think people are getting too upset. Too many emotions about Final Fantasy 7. Give him a chance. We don't know enough about it. We saw a little bit of gameplay.
The gameplay's dope. I want to know more about the story. I want to know about these beautifully, simplistically designed characters.
I don't want to know anything. I just want to play it.
Yeah, it looks cool.
I'm just ready. I'm ready to play it. Yeah. Final Fantasy 15, definitely going to do hype stuff about that.
Final Fantasy Road Trip?
Yeah, that'll be... Dude, what else we should call it? Road Trip. That's what we're going to call it. Ride Along. Final Ride Along. Featuring Ice Cube and Kevin Hart.
Let's get a cool black character in Final Fantasy this time.
Yeah, we're not a fan of the Black Carolina. Anyway, so any other ones you want to talk about before we continue? We only have a couple more.
I mean, Kingdom Hearts 3 is not going to come out in 2016.
Yeah, I haven't even heard that it was going to come out in 2016, so... Unless they do some weird thing where they're like, 2016, it's out tomorrow! But I don't think they'll never do that. No, they won't. It might come out winter. Maybe. End of winter.
Something tiny for me. Tomb Raider coming out on PS4. That game sold abysmally.
I don't know if I have that on here. Good point.
Because we keep forgetting that's going to come to us. That game sold abysmally, and it's a critical darling. And I
heard it's doing better. I heard it's doing better.
That's good.
Yeah.
That is good. I'm very glad.
Yeah.
From what I've been hearing, it's a game that deserves its praise. You know, the exclusivity thing is I just want it. Lara, come home. To your first console.
Yeah. You know where you belong.
Yeah.
I don't mean that in a weird ownership way.
We mean that in a very affectionate...
I mean that in a loving way.
Nathan Drake's like, fine, then I'll just be the adventure guy. And
Yeah. Good point. Couple more. Persona 5. Big one. Every day's great at your Judas. Yeah! If you guys haven't played Persona, if you love JRPGs like me, then play Persona 4, get a Vita or not. But
get a Vita.
Well, I'm not going to tell you to get a Vita just to play Persona 4. Yeah, well, listen to him. Get a Vita. But Persona 4 Golden, I love that game. Haven't even beaten it, and I love that game.
All my pals at Leslie own a Vita. They literally bought it for Persona 4.
It's phenomenal. Oh,
wait,
all the Personas.
I'm going to start my top 5.
You want to start your top 5? Well, we're not done yet. We still have like 3 or 4 more. 5,
really?
Yeah, I told you we got more.
Well, we do have a lot.
No, it's not a lot more. It's like these ones right here.
Let's do it.
Yeah, okay. We're almost done.
Probably similar to
He's tired. He's
tired.
He's a youngin'. He says he's 21. He's like 12. Don't worry. He's the same. Even though he looks taller than me right now, he's not.
No, I'm sitting on 2 pillows right now.
Yeah. So wake up, and I'll finish this list.
All
right. And then we'll stop. Get you some coffee. We'll play some basketball.
All this talk that you're having right now could be the next.
This is what happens when we get in the same room. I stay up until 3 o'clock, and he has to go to bed.
I've never been able to stay up till 3.
He stays up till 11.
Yeah.
PM, not AM. Persona 5. Let me finish what I was saying before. JRPG. It's awesome.
Gonna be so nuts, dude.
Think about basically it's like Pokemon with like in high school, and you're like in a lot more character development, a lot more RPG.
I think the protagonist looks really cool.
Yeah, I think all the art style, all the
Persona's always had this awesome like kind of like poppy, kind of like a real rebellious
J-pop
vibe to it.
Yeah. And this one obviously way more rebellious.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be cool.
There's definitely a lot of dark mystery to it too. What I'm getting from it, I think there's gonna be like probably the much darker than. I'm not saying that Persona 4 wasn't dark. It was a very dark game.
Yeah, it really questioned a lot of things about
how you are as a person.
Yeah. Beautiful game. If I had to force everyone in the world to play a game, it'd be Persona 4.
Basically, different aspects of your personality become creatures that you can use to like fight enemies.
Yeah, and then some of them become the bosses that you fight.
I think if you fuse them together.
It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful game.
The wear swimsuits and Power Ranger outfits.
Anyway. So, Persona 5, you already talked about Dishonored 2, Deus Ex, Human. Big one. But we have not seen anything about it besides one measly trailer.
It might be... I think I know what you're talking about.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Because you're about to play The Witcher 3.
I am about to play.
And you're going to see that CD Projekt Red, they know how to open world.
They do.
That is a great open world.
I've heard.
So Cyberpunk, we've only seen like
one trailer, but they said they're trying to get it out in 2016. And I believe them. They're not the kind of people. They're not the kind of people that just mess around.
Clearly, they don't bluff.
No.
Clearly, they don't bluff.
They don't.
They're a very hardworking, very humble team.
They are.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
You know me, I always love the Cyberpunk kind of like setting.
We don't really know much about it, besides the fact that it's a third-person game, another third-person game, and it's Cyberpunk. Literally called.
They said that it's multiple times bigger than Witcher 3, and I'm like,
who knows?
What?
They learn a lot.
It's huge.
They learn quick, and they keep moving. So, really excited. Definitely be doing a hype train for that one.
Oh, yeah.
Here's a prediction. Borderlands 3.
It's going to be announced.
I think it'll be announced. I definitely think it'll be announced. I think Battleborn is going to take the stage. I think they're going to try and push a lot for Battleborn. DLC, microtransactions, nothing terrible. But just,
E3 2015, that's my guess.
I can see that. I can definitely see like one of those trailers, a Gearbox trailer.
So, you want to hear another story? Yeah. Where the life of Pandora hangs in the balance.
It's good.
A third time.
Yeah, maybe third and final time or something like that.
And one last... Hunters, I have one last story to tell.
Yeah.
Then it's gonna show like the mask of Handsome Jack on the floor, like like a Vault Hunter crushing over it, and like loading up a map of all the Border Worlds.
They have talked about Border Worlds. That IP is taken. That name is taken.
I really hope it's not like an MMO thing. I want it to just be what you and I are used to.
Yeah, I think it won't be. Only because Battleborn is kind of, I think, is going to serve as that, like...
customizable looks for their characters, but you would be able to make our characters. I would love that.
Maybe.
I would really love that.
Maybe. Really increase the RPG element?
Really.
I think that the only problem there is that it gets rid of the flavor. You have every single character, so... I mean, we've been saying, meat bicycle for years now. You're not going to be able to say
I'm the conductor of the poop train.
You're not going to be able to say that anymore if you make your own character.
Okay, we'll say that I want even more customizable pieces. And instead of colors, give me outfits, dude.
That I think.
More outfits.
Yeah. So we'll see. Borderlands 3. That was one of my predictions.
We love Borderlands, don't we?
Yes. The Last Guardian. Okay. That's a big one. PlayStation exclusive. Big deal. Final Fantasy 15, you mentioned that. Yeah. Final Fantasy 15. Titanfall 2. Titanfall 2, I completely forgot.
Winter 2016, you want to say?
I'm not sure. They may even have already announced what quarter, but I don't know.
I really hope this is kind of like a fact kind of thing. But the way that Bethesda announced Fallout 4, I need them to announce games like that now. The game, it's done. It's coming out soon. Be excited for it. I don't want to wait years and years for this game. So Titanfall 2, we were like, yeah, by the way, everything you liked about Titanfall, bitchin', it's bundled with the first Titanfall, which we have open servers for. And it's everything that you have. It'll have a campaign. It'll have all these game modes. Sustainability.
Yeah, I mean, I think they messed up, the first one. Not that the game was bad, but they messed up, and I think they're going to fix it.
And while I'm dreaming, there's no season pass.
No.
And I want a pony.
No way. Microtransaction. More microtransactions.
Pay $25.
Pay to win.
To level 25. Is that what that's doing?
Yeah, that makes sense, though. People got really upset about that. That makes sense.
I really don't give a crap. I literally don't give a crap.
That's stupid.
I don't give a crap.
We should do a microtransactions. Did we already do that in a GearCast? Okay, we should do that too.
We talked lightly of it, but Destiny has so much content now that why would you not want to play free?
Agreed.
Stupid.
Killing Floor 2.
Yeah, I was thinking about that a lot. I need a game for us to sit down and kill stuff with.
Yeah, I think Killing Floor 2 will be my co-op Blacklight.
Yeah. Okay.
Where I just sit down and put tons and tons and tons and tons of hours into it because it's going to be awesome. I'm going to be able to make my character the way I want it, play the class that I want to play, and just rip through tons
look
of
awesome.
zombies.
The enemies look awesome. The environments look awesome. Like,
Killing Floor 1 is a huge,
gigantic,
awesome game. When I say gigantic, we mean the player base.
Yeah.
On Steam, on
definitely
PC.
a cult following.
People, cult following that then made the rest of the internet turn into a cult.
Yeah, some say that that Left 4 Dead really kind of a rival.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I would love an HD touch up and a $30 digital release on both of them for us to play.
They're not gonna do that. That's an Xbox game.
Huh?
It's an Xbox.
Yeah.
It's a Microsoft game. But who knows? But I think Killing Floor may be that game for us.
Definitely.
Killing Floor 2, can't wait. Only two more. Riggs. Riggs,
okay.
Mechanized Combat.
I'm just gonna say this. I'm excited for VR. Let's put that as my number 6. VR.
Okay, VR. I can't necessarily. I don't know if I just throw VR into a game, but there aren't a ton of games necessarily that I'm super excited for. But that's fair enough. But Riggs, I think, is what I'm really excited for to see.
That game looks just nuts.
Yeah,
playing ball, shooting each other and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be awesome. I think Riggs is gonna be really cool. And then the last one, again, this one's a little bit for me, and definitely not my top 5, not even my top 10, not even my top 20, but just one of those games I'm really excited for. No. Shadow Warrior 2. Yeah. Shadow Warrior 2.
Oh yeah, I knew that was gonna be mentioned.
I played Shadow Warrior 1. And it was my jam. And I loved it a lot for no good reason. It was just a whole bunch of penis jokes and just a dude with a sword, and it was awesome. And I really, really liked it.
I'll reveal the game that I'm thinking of as my number 5.
Dude, I don't even know if they're gonna be able to hear you because over there.
Okay.
Camera's over there.
Sure.
But as he gets ready to plug in this laptop so we can continue this GearCast, because we work it through the night, because that's how we do things. You know,
we do this for you, man. All of you.
Man, for all you guys. Can you tell we're tired? Doesn't matter, we keep working. There's a plug in there. If you're looking for another plug, it's in the back.
Just another plug.
Yeah, you might have to unplug something like that TV. But, which will be the second plug. Just down there. This is weird. This is live.
Doing it live.
No, just go down there. Where do you go? Just go down there.
Oh, it's the second plug.
Yeah, from the left. The first one will be the PlayStation. You don't want to unplug that.
Yeah.
The second one is the television. There you go.
Yeah.
I'm doing this for you guys live.
So anyway, go ahead. Continue about Killing Floor. Not Killing Floor. Shadow Run.
It's not Shadow Run.
Shadowfax.
Shadow Warrior.
That's Gandalf's horse.
Shadow Warrior 2.
Shadow Warrior 2.
It's a cult classic. Another cult classic on PC.
A cult of 6 people.
And then Shadow Warrior came out, kind of like an HD thing, I think. It wasn't an HD. Came out for PC or PS4, and it was awesome. And I can't wait for Shadow Warrior 2. It has 4-player co-op, and I'm gonna play it a ton because I'm weird and I really enjoyed the first one.
Speaking of weird stuff.
Sure.
Speaking of weird stuff.
Sure.
Are now we doing it in the top 5?
You can top 5.
Speaking of weird stuff that I'm excited for no good reason. Actually, a lot of good reasons.
And this is your top 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
My number 5 most anticipated game of 2016, just because it's a game that it's a sequel to a game that I love.
Is this in order?
Oh yeah, it's totally in order.
Mine's not in order.
Okay, mine's in order. His isn't. So it's a sequel to a game that I platinumed, that I sunk hundreds of hours into, that I played with everyone all the time. It's Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2.
That's in your top 5?
Yeah, that's in my top 5 anticipated. And again, it's a very personal thing.
Hey.
And remember, we're talking about not in terms of quality, but of anticipation.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because what it is that it represents everything that I want in terms of like a multiplayer release.
Yeah.
First, you have this first game that's like, hey, you have all these great characters, you have all these great types, you have all these great maps, all these great modes. You have like a really easy, like a casual multiplayer shooter for you to get into. By the way, everything that you did in this game carries over to this game. Every single thing that you unlock is in this new game. More modes, more characters, a new completely different setting, a new engine. Well, not like better looks and stuff like that. So it's like, hey, here's all your old stuff, and here's 5 times the new stuff. And I'm like, why don't other multiplayer games do that? It represents everything that I like, and it's a sequel to a game that I really love. So that's number 5 for me. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2.
Okay. Alright. Actually, I think I looked at this enough to come up with an order. If you want me to say my number 5.
Oh, don't feel pressure to that. You can.
Oh no, I'm right.
Oh wait, you didn't say it. Number
5.
Yeah.
Or you can just go through your 5 if you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Yeah. It's actually Final Fantasy 7. Not Final Fantasy 7. Final Fantasy 15.
Wow, that's surprising.
Yeah, because I've been waiting, man. Like I've been like the more.
You never played a Final Fantasy game.
No. So the thing is, the bottom one's really turned me off because I watched Quincy, our pal Quincy play it. I watched other people play like 13 and stuff, and I'm like, I don't get these characters. I don't get what's going on with the gameplay. Like this stuff is weird and it looks very exclusive. So the more it's funny, the more I saw Final Fantasy 7, the more I was like, I'm just so ready for 15 now. I'm so ready to see how big and expansive this is. I'm ready to hop back into this universe and stuff because I played 4. I'm not a lot of 7. There's 9, and then there was a bit of 10 that I played. So there's stuff that I like. I've never beaten a Final Fantasy game before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I'm looking at these aesthetics, I'm looking at the gameplay and stuff. I keep looking back at the Final Fantasy 15 gameplay, and I'm like, this is it. I'm ready.
Have you played it?
Huh?
Did you play the
No, I wasn't able to get
the demo thing?
the demo. No. So we can go ahead and pop number 3.
Number 3.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Okay.
Holy crap. Oh my god.
It's a big one.
Like, obviously. I'm gonna play, I'll put this out of the way. It's not that I'm not excited for No Man's Sky, but I'm not gonna include it because it's an obvious thing where it's like, the hype is fizzled to the point where I'm like, I just want the game.
Right, you're just ready for it.
Alright, so.
Not anticipation, you just want it.
Yeah.
Got it.
So what do you think my number 2 is?
I don't know, man.
What do you think? It's something that you're like, oh, you would be excited for that.
I don't want to mess up your number 1.
Okay.
So I don't want to.
It's Dreams.
Oh, okay.
I am so
I think I know what
excited.
your number 1 is. I don't want to guess it, but because I forgot about that.
I'll have you guess it.
But that's a good. But that's a. Now that you say it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I suppose, it's a little
Okay,
surprising.
so again, we talked about Dreams in a podcast before, and it's like, it's I love
Episode
Media
8.
Molecule. I'm a gigantic Media Molecule fan. I want to be able to make this sorts of scenarios and little mini games to be able to share them with my friends. I'm a huge creative guy. I spent hours in character customization. I didn't spend that long in character customization for the Fallout video, so yeah, don't worry, it did take a while though. But like, I'm just a big creative person. I want to be able to make these great sets with our friends because I want to be able to make our friends in the game and actually be able to play as ourselves in the game. And this is the closest I'm going to be able to get to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that. And what do you think my number 1 is?
I was gonna say Uncharted.
Of course it's Uncharted.
Uncharted.
Are you kidding me? This is the closing chapter of the character that we've been
I knew.
loving and watch all these adventures of.
I knew it.
Yeah.
All right. Time for my top 5.
Yeah.
All right.
Promise me number 17.
I'm gonna try and get this to be as in order as possible.
He wants Downwell on Vita.
This is gonna be weird because it's by anticipation.
He wants Patapon HD Collection on Vita.
I want it.
Yeah.
Another one.
Another one.
Final Fantasy 15 is definitely my number 5. I love Final Fantasy. I have played many of the Final Fantasies. I've beaten a couple of them.
They're
And
long games to get through.
yeah, I mean, I played some of the first ones that were just OG Final Fantasies.
Like 3.
Yeah.
PS1.
I think I played 1, 2, 3, and 4. On Game Boy actually, Game Boy Advance. 'Cause
Right.
and I really enjoyed those. And then I played like
When he wasn't playing Tales of Symphonia on the Nintendo GameCube.
yeah. You know me too well. Yeah, then Nintendo really got me. Actually, Nintendo is the one that got me into JRPGs. And then when I got my PS2, I got even more into JRPGs. And then I got my
15.
PS3, yeah. And now that there's a game, I kind of got away from strategic and tactical gameplay a little bit. And now Final Fantasy 15 gave me exactly what I wanted. This crazy universe with these crazy characters with action. An action-oriented combat.
So say something new that you're excited for that I haven't mentioned already in my little blurb of being excited for Final Fantasy 15.
Like, what else am I excited for? Well, I mean, something that you wouldn't necessarily know just because you haven't played them is just how different the game is going to be while still incorporating all the crazy Final Fantasy that's in it.
I'm ready for those combo attacks, like with multiple characters and stuff.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Like when you smack a character or another, then
And then the other guy comes up.
those seamless, beautiful animations rolling off of each other and stuff like that. Like I'm a sucker for like all kinds of minute animation stuff. Like when Nathan Drake touched the wall as he was past it,
In 3?
you see my face. I was like,
he's reacting to the stuff around him. This is amazing.
That was cool.
Yeah.
That was cool. Yeah, I mean, I think for those that have played Final Fantasy, even if it was 13, they have summons. You know, they have summons. They have so you'll have Ifrit or yes, and they have all these different summon creatures or whatever, and gods and stuff that you summon, and those summons are in every game, but they're always portrayed differently, and so it'll be awesome when you okay, you're confusing people. That's Kingdom Hearts. Don't get confused. More like Odin, coming down, or Ifrit, which is the god of fire. These massive characters. So sometimes they're small, sometimes they're huge, sometimes they're little chibi little guys. And so when Odin comes down in, I remember Final Fantasy VIII, I think, or 6, whichever one Squall is in.
That's
sorry,
8, that's 8.
Yeah, sorry T-Will for messing that up. But Odin came out not even worth it. I'm just saying that Final Fantasy 15 is going to be awesome when I get to see these different Final Fantasy things. Final Fantasy 15, did I say so? Final Fantasy 15 is going to be awesome when I see all of these awesome summons and all of these awesome moves that I've seen in other games, and I get to do it again, but with this completely new story. Yeah. I'm really, really excited.
An honorable mention, I am actually excited for World of Final Fantasy, just because I don't know, I've lost complete touch with the lore. I'm ready to grab it on Vita. How it is a cute little experience of me being able to catch up with Final Fantasy and play as all these different characters.
Yeah, if that game doesn't sell well, which I part of me, sorry Square Enix, hopes that it kind of doesn't, and then gets released. I think it will do okay. But I hope
a digital release.
I'm hoping we get a nice little. Hope we get a little nice free little PlayStation Plus. I'd play it.
I'd play it.
Number 4. That was weak. Number 4. Horizon Zero Dawn. Horizon Zero Dawn is the beginning of what I hope will be PlayStation's destruction. When I say destruction, their destructive force to destroy all that's opposing. No,
we call it the loaded gun.
Yeah, we do. Let's save that for another time. But PlayStation, it has a lot of great stuff coming out. And I think that Horizon Zero Dawn is going to really be awesome. And I think it's going to be the beginning of this awesome, just loaded gun to really just be like, yeah, we win. This year, it's us. We are trying so hard to beat this.
Horizon Zero Dawn really represents what I want PlayStation to be in 2016.
Yep.
New stuff, really pushing the talents of their studios and stuff like that. Be like, just make
diversity,
new games, diversity. That's why
really
why we love PlayStation. So
yep, the portfolio is diversified. One of my favorite games on PlayStation, not to get off track, but is Starhawk. I talked about this. Yeah. I talked about this last podcast. Starhawk is about a black guy who has these awesome powers. It's a third-person shooter, and it's an awesome game. And this one is about, Horizon Zero Dawn is about this woman who, in a post-apocalyptic world, and it's not weird that you're playing as a black guy or you're playing as a woman, and it's just going to be awesome. I'm just excited to be able to play this new type of game with familiar features like a third-person shooter or a third-person adventure game. Yeah, about dinosaurs. So I think that'll be really, really awesome. And there's definitely a lot more hype for Horizon Zero Dawn than there is for Final Fantasy 15. I'm excited for Final Fantasy 15, but Horizon Zero Dawn really, really pushes it. And continuing with the PlayStation hype train, really pushes me for my number 3, which is of course Uncharted. Uncharted 4. Uncharted 4. There's nothing else to say. But it'll continue that train of awesomeness.
I'm so excited for this dialogue
for PlayStation. I don't care about the dialogue options. I just want to play the game. That's my number 3, right?
Yeah.
My number 2, don't ask me why.
The Sly Cooper movie.
Battleborn.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pumped. I'm pumped for Battleborn.
I'll tell you, there's nothing wrong with that.
I'm pumped for Battleborn. More than Uncharted. I knew Uncharted was coming. I've seen tons of gameplay for Uncharted.
Right.
Battleborn, I've also seen lots of gameplay for it. But there's something about just getting it back in there with my friends, meeting new friends, and just being able to, I'm just so excited.
Have the OG crew get back in the Borderlands grind. It's going to be great.
Yes. Man, Battleborn is
in a
awesome.
very co-op focused setting.
Yes, yeah. And then even competitive, if I'm interested, I can go in there too. But Battleborn, I think, is going to be really, really awesome.
Peach's prediction 2016, that's going to be, that's not Killing Floor, this is going to be your new Black Light.
I think Battleborn's gonna be your new Blacklight.
Yeah.
In terms
Killing
of, like,
Killing Floor will be my new Blacklight for cooperative stuff.
Okay.
But then in terms of my new like multiplayer, I don't know because it won't be free. But we'll see. My number one. You know what my number one is? You probably already know because you probably saw the list. Yeah. What do you think my number one is?
I'm not cool. I feel like you're really gonna throw a curveball at me.
Tom Clancy's The Division.
Oh yeah.
Tom Clancy's The Division.
I was gonna say like Ghost Recon 2.
No, I didn't even mention Ghost Recon 2.
Yeah.
No.
Because that's not coming out in 2016.
Tom Clancy's The Division. Tom Clancy's The Division. Oh, you're talking about Tom Clancy's the Wetlands or something.
I don't remember what it's called.
It's not Ghost Recon 2.
Is it Ghost Recon?
No. Yeah, it's Ghost Recon, but it's not. It's the Wildlands. Ghost Recon the Wildlands.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that looks dope too.
That does look. Oh man.
Yeah, that looks so cool.
But The Division.
The Order 1887.
The Division. Don't take this away from me. This is my number one. He's so tired. This is what happens. The Division. The Division. He thinks The Division isn't going to be that great.
Oh no, it's not that it's not going to be great. It's that they don't think it's going to work.
The Division. The Division doesn't work. I'm going to cry.
So, I'll tell you what, when it works, we're going to go through that whole demo together. We're going to talk very artfully. Hey guys. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Ubisoft always does that.
Hey, I just found this gun. You ready? Yeah, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Gun on your left. Oh yeah. Gun on your right.
Nice teamwork,
Jim,
friends.
I don't know if I can get him. Don't worry, already got it. Goof. Thank God for that shotgun you gave me back in the other video.
When it's really like, hey, I found it. Can someone please turn off that song on your phone?
Right.
Like, please stop. Oh, guys, be right back.
Guys, stop talking. I'm trying to. Oh my God, we're all dead. I'm gonna kill you and take your gun. Bye.
See, the problem is you don't put your drone out. That's literally your problem.
And then Destiny had the same. Remember when Destiny the trailers first came out?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then they kept getting Thunderlord. It was the same exact thing, and they kept getting Thunderlord every single time. Fun fact: I got Thunderlord, and then DLC dropped, and I couldn't use Thunderlord anymore because it was a weak weapon.
Yep.
And I don't know if they have a Year 2 Thunderlord. Anyway,
look at those demos for that for Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh yeah.
So all these really funny artificial actors dubbing over like the gameplay and stuff for dramatic effect.
I think that's everything. Those are all the games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are all the games. So those are all our most anticipated games. So tired. He's so tired. We gotta wake you up, man. We got more videos to record. We're not done. We're not done. Holla at your holidays. I got more water.
Like he's tired too.
I need more tea. Hey, I'm used to it. This is my job. I stay up all the time. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this GearCast.
Oh, yeah.
This obviously was a little bit of a different one. It's actually a little shorter as well. Right now we're at 122. Usually we're at like 2 hours.
Shane, you're here doing something a little bit different.
Yeah, but you know what it is. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Talked about a lot of new things, a lot of new games coming out.
Enjoyed having us.
Yeah, even though we're tired and we're doing it for you, you know?
We are doing
it for you.
And because we love it. We love doing it.
We do love doing it. We love staying up till 4 o'clock in the morning talking about video games, right?
Battlefront.
While playing Battlefront. I'm about to play Battlefront for about an hour and a half. And then I gotta catch a flight. So, it's been fun, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, why don't you give it a like? If you didn't like it, tell me in the comment section below why not. If you hated it, dislike it, but I hope you didn't hate it. And even if you hated it, go ahead and let me know why in the comment section below. If you leave a comment, I might put you into a little bit of a giveaway.
Right.
And we'll talk about that giveaway episode 10.
What we're talking about finally, PlayStation trophies.
We will
and
talk
why
about
it
PlayStation
ruins our
trophies.
lives.
The whole podcast. The whole podcast is going to be
We're
about
gonna
trophies.
we're gonna exchange veteran stories of like trying to get that trophy that we need, the ones that got away, the lifestyle of trophymen, and why we're not able to enjoy games at face value anymore.
Subscribe
Subscribe
for more awesome Change Your Gaming content. Subscribe for more episodes of GearCast. Subscribe
Oh man,
for more Blacklight Retribution videos.
I thought we were gonna turn into Denzel Washington for a second.
Okay, alright, okay.
This has been a
I want you to subscribe, okay? Okay? Okay, all right. You gonna subscribe? Is that what you're gonna do? You're gonna subscribe? How about you share this? How about you share this with all your friends? Huh?
It's getting better.
Okay, I know. I'm doing my best, okay? What are you doing? What are you doing, huh?
I don't have any,
We're gonna play some Battlefront? Is that what we're gonna do? Alright, guys. I hope you see you guys online. Chain Gear from Chain Gear Gaming, Chain Gear on PSN, Brandon NM Davis on Twitter. Hit me up at Brandon NM Davis. Let's go. Chain Gear PSN. Did I already say that? Where are we gonna find you? Where are you gonna play games at? Where are we gonna find you on PlayStation?
Oh man, Vampire_Peaches until Shuhei Yoshida lets us change our names. Please let us change our names.
And if you're looking for the missing Ballistic Phoenix,
No, you didn't show up today.
that's how you know, he's a busy guy. He's a busy guy. Ballistic Phoenix.
We're hooked on Phoenix.
Look him up as well. Look him up as well. See you guys online, and of course, we'll see you in the next one. Bye. Thanks a lot, guys.